Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing Europa Universalis. It's getting near the end of the third age, the last round, and Austria is recovering a bit. They managed to annex Venice, which basically doubled their size. They also scored a couple of points from reaching a milestone. So they have now 90 points, and that means they're still far ahead. Spain is in a great shape. They're pretty big, they're expanding. They are the only ones who have significant colonies. France is still busy. I mean, yeah, they're still busy somehow managing their inner problems with Protestantism. We have these heretic cities or provinces here. We have constant unrest. It's looking a little bit better now. They managed to capture Lombardy, control the Rhineland, Burgundy. The War of Spanish Succession is going on, and Burgundy and Lombardy will give them quite a few points. Of course, Spain will score tons of points from Naples, Aragon. England, well, I mean, they grabbed a couple of possessions here in Lower Saxony, which also gave them points for continental possessions. They control now all Britain. They finally managed to get a fleet with a few heavy ships, as did the French. So maybe that will open for both parties the way into distant continents, and they can explore a bit better now. And also trade might work better now because some of the pirates here have been destroyed. England has also here in North America a couple of provinces which will also help with the War of Spanish Succession. The Turks were also mainly consolidating and researching new ideas, which gave them a couple of points in the last turn, and they gained Hungary, which was also great, of course, and the Poles expanded here into the Baltics and in the north of, well, Germany, Prussia, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, that was definitely, and yeah, they control Bohemia, so they have a big empire, but they're far behind in points. The English want to recruit an army in Ireland and then move here to New England and attack Portugal there, because that is an important area in the War of Spanish Succession, and they need they need provinces in 3 areas that are mentioned on that power struggle card to not get penalized. And right now they only have Canada and Virginia, and they could try to grab some continental provinces, for example the Netherlands, but this is a real, that's very tough. The Netherlands are allied with Spain, that's a big deal, and therefore I don't think that anybody is willing to attack them. But New England, yeah, it's Portugal, I guess we can take these guys out. So I'm gonna hire simply 2 units because I can only transport a maximum of 3 with a single ship anyway. So I'm gonna hire 2, and I'm gonna take that guy here from Ireland, and I'm gonna put them all, create an army there. So let's see. I'm going to place these guys here. So it's Austria, and they're not under attack or at war or anything, so we simply draw a bot card. And we see military action again. Wait a second. Yeah, they still can do that. So let's see. Couple of claims here. Claim number 5, claim number 6 over there. That's claim number 7. I'm going to exchange that so that we can add maybe for a core claim. That's 8. I wonder if we have one somewhere. Yes, I'm going to place number 2 here, and in this way we can roll. We can roll the value on a 6-sider. So let's see if one of these claims will be the target. That is number 3. Is that here? Oh, that's down. Wow, that's in Tunisia. Okay. That's weird. That's not quite what I was expecting, actually. Okay. That's really strange. So we gotta discard a card. Well, it's Tunisia then, I guess. Wow, that is odd. Again, I think it would have made more sense if here, if this, any area with an active or maybe also an upcoming power struggle token, if this would swap space with that one. So if that would be the first one to consider, because these simply give additional points, and I don't know why they are so into their claims. But okay, so that's really odd, but it seems we will, which is valid. I'm gonna check if it is a valid target, but I'm pretty sure it is. So I went through the whole procedure and declared indeed war onto Tunisia. That's just pretty weird, obviously, but okay. And then I build a naval bridge here. I recruited an army in Venice, and so now we have a naval battle first. So the Tunisians have quite a few ports. They have 4 dice. So they could win this maybe. Let's see. I'm not sure actually. So these are 2 hits. Okay, they have 2 hits. So is the number of cannons rolled greater 2 plus adjacent bot ports? Or is it equal? 2 plus adjacent bot ports? And the answer is actually yes, because the bot has absolutely no ports in this area. So for the first time, we see the bot actually losing the naval battle. That means we have to remove a ship. And this is really strange, because now it seems like the bot is stuck somehow. And I wonder, how it continues now. Can he place a ship that would help and has not placed a ship this turn? No. Move an army up to 4 spaces to non-hostile area closest to the enemy. Oh my goodness. So this kind of sucks now. It seems like he is actually stuck. Because the problem is the bot is only allowed to place a single ship. And So this only works out if he does not roll at least 2 cannons. It doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. I'm actually thinking about choosing another target, because as long as Tunisia manages to roll, I don't know. Fuck it. Okay, let's do it. I think I'm gonna move basically just here. It's very strange. Well, up to 4 spaces. I don't know what to do. Do I move here? I could move here too, and then I'm just standing there. I have to stop in a neutral area. I think it basically... Well, I mean, you could argue that I'm a little bit closer here because I only have to cross 1 C-zone. So I'm going to move in here. That's a neutral area. I simply stop there now. I don't know. It seems very, very strange to me. And yeah, as I mentioned, if the bot has not, as long as they roll 2 cannons, which is very likely, there's no option for the Austrians to attack. So that's a bit of an issue here. There should be maybe in the bot rules some way to place 2 ships, for example, when you have a second naval attack or something, so that you kind of increase your number of ships, or that you don't remove a ship, but that you simply cannot attack, and then next turn you can place an additional ship. So something like that, because this time we simply placed a ship here, right? And well, they destroyed it, and instead of destroying it, it might have been reasonable if the bot simply ends his turn after a lost naval battle and then simply gets the option to place an additional ship and basically try again. That seems to be maybe a better approach here. But okay, at that point it doesn't really matter because he only has 3 cubes left. So I don't think we're gonna see... Maybe he gets 1 more shot or something. But it's... it doesn't really seem to work. So that was a bit of bad luck for the Austrians that they rolled, that there was a claim placed in Tunisia, right? That didn't make a lot of sense. The Poles will siege Riga. So they simply play a cube that gives them the city. And yeah, now we can also remove the casus belli, so we don't get any penalties for that. And well, let's keep that here as a reminder. Okay. And that's it. And the Turks already passed, so it's France. So I think first the French want to recruit a couple of units simply to siege heretic cities. And they don't really want to... wait, yeah. So 2 units should be fine here. And they don't want to move their army to do this. So we're going to simply place a unit here in Aquitaine and another one here in Brittany, and then we can siege in the next turn these 2 cities. That's a small city. Yeah, that's a small one. Okay. So the Spanish, again, they only have 4 cubes left. I wonder, they are at war with Portugal, but they cannot siege or anything, so they're going to simply draw a card, possibly the last one for this turn, and that's unrest. So yeah, they're going to spend a cube discard a diplomacy card, and then they're gonna fix 2 unrest, I guess. Yeah, so I'm gonna remove this one here, and then I don't know, possibly simply this one. Oops, yeah. Okay. And that's it. The British. Well, we will see now our first, well, colonial wars, or whatever you want to call them. They will declare war on Portugal. So that costs them a cube. And I'm going to place... Yeah, that's a little tricky, right? This is... Okay, just place it here. I mean, it's not really a Portuguese city anymore, so... but okay, I'm going to place the war token here anyway. And... yeah, that's... Oh, that's a little tricky already. We have a naval battle, but that's okay. So we might lose the battle here, but okay. So we're going to fight the Portuguese Navy. Maybe I should have moved. Yeah, that I think I want to do that. So you know what? I think I'm not going to declare the war. So let's remove this for now. First, I'm going to bring my fleet into the to America. So 1, 2. That's a naval action. So we have the fleet there now. Because I have to fight the Portuguese the navy here, and I think a little help can, will be useful here. And I got 2 heavy ships. One is already hit, but the other one should be sufficient to destroy the ship there that will show up from New England. Okay, and then it's the Austrians again. They have only 3 cubes left, so that means they're going to go for an event. So let's roll a die. That's a 6. So let's see. There is an own event actually revealed. So they're going to take this, and that does not give them an additional cube. So the noble revolt in Hungary. Okay, so the special bot rules tell us that the bots will always choose A. They should learn their place. So it's 4 unrest to any non-Hungarian in Royal Hungary, Hungarian Plain, or Transylvania. Okay. That is interesting because we can mess with the enemies here, and 4 rebels in 1 affected area. So I wonder, yeah, probably I'm going to take Royal Hungary. Because that might, if there's a lot of trouble here, maybe then I get a chance to somehow profit from that. You could also argue that you want the rebels not next to your realm, so we're going to place them, we're going to place them in the Hungarian plain or something. But, you know, I actually think I'm going to do this. On the other hand, the Turks are the ones that are in the lead. So I'm not sure You know, I think usually you will pick an opponent who has either the most victory points or the most income. And the Turks are in the lead with both, I think. So I guess I'm gonna pick the Turks instead. So let's do this. Oops. Oh, that already is. So I see. Interesting. So I'm gonna pick this. Okay, so this is, and then we're gonna place 4 rebels in one affected area. So, probably the Hungarian plain, because the Turkish army is next to it. Yeah, let's do this. It would be, from a player perspective, it would be more clever to do it here in Hungary, I think. You know, I don't know. It's a tough decision for me. Hungary feels so much better. Yeah, I don't know. You know, the army is far away. Here it's much easier, but on the other hand, the bot, if you follow the bot rules, it's probably gonna be here. So yeah, let's follow the bot rules here. So we're gonna place them here. And that gives the bot actually 2 military cubes. Oh man, he's gonna burn them trying to attack Tunisia, I'm afraid. Okay, so that wasn't bad. And Austria gets a new leader. Not a terribly good one, but better than the old one, I guess. The Poles will declare war on Sweden. There is a mission which they want to fulfill. They don't have chosen it yet, but there will be a mission eventually. So they will declare war on Sweden. Oh, that means there's going to be a naval battle. But it's not going to be so bad because it's only... Is it only one ship? I think it is only one ship. Or are also ships from adjacent sea zones involved? Because that would be a big difference then. No, it's actually not that easy. I have to fight this war, and they will not come from an adjacent sea zone, but if I lose a ship here, maybe I want to bring my fleet. I got 2 galleys in this fleet. I might consider bringing them into the Baltic Sea first, because then I can take them as casualties, basically. And my fleet is large enough then to bring a reasonable force into Svealand. So yeah, I think this is what I want to do. So I'm gonna not declare war immediately, but instead I'm gonna use that cube to bring my fleet into the Baltic Sea. Okay, and it's the French again. I forgot to reveal a new event. So let's see what that is. The decline of the Habsburgs. Name a foreign heir. Castile or Spain must offer a marriage to 2 opponents and, if any accept, must offer an alliance to one of them. All of Castile or Spain's marriage partners gain a claim in an area adjacent to Castile. You gain 2 military cubes. Okay, name no heir. Castile or Spain loses 2 victory points, 1 stability and 2 diplomacy, and gains an unrest on 5 non-core provinces. And we got the worst leader ever, Carlos II. Okay, yeah, that's not good. French will simply siege the 2 rebellions, the rebel cities here. Now things are looking actually pretty good in their realm compared to a couple of rounds before where half of the area was in unrest. The only problem is a bit of religious dissent, but maybe we can, I don't know if I have a good card or so, but maybe I can convert one area or so, and then it's actually looking pretty good. Spain, I guess they will simply pass. They only have 3 points left, 3 cubes left, and there is nothing really they can do. So, yeah, they're gonna pass. That will give them an additional cube because they were second, and that's it. England, now we're gonna see the declaration of war against Portugal. So, there we go. And there we go, and that now triggers a naval battle in the northeastern Atlantic. So I'm gonna attack, and I do an automatic damage because of my heavy ship over there in the fleet. So now they will simply fight back. And yeah, they also do a hit, which means I'm gonna take that hit on my other ship. Okay, but these heavy ships can take 2 hits, I already mentioned that. And now I've won the battle, so that gives me back the cube, and I think this is it. Austria, they got a couple of cubes left, so that gives them another chance to attack Tunisia. But I'm not even sure if they will do this, to be honest. I think not, because I think they need another military action to actually do this. So that was really a strange move. They cannot siege. They are at war. They have more than 4 cubes left. So they're gonna draw a card. Yeah, let's simply do this. So they're going to pick an event which they have already done. So they're going to draw another card. And that's unrest, but they are also at war. So that means they will spy. Let's see if that makes sense here. If this is a spy, and not at war with an opponent, with an NPR, select the opponent. So they do another military action. That's what happens, but they're going to spend 2 cubes for that. I guess what happens is it's pretty much the same thing as before. We're going to place a ship here, because that would allow the army with a naval bridge to reach Tunisia. and they cannot even do it in this way. They have to move back because I think they cannot simply use any port or something, and they are now sitting in a neutral territory. So I guess that means we have to, yeah, we have to do another attempt here. And if they roll two, they got 4 dice. So if they roll 2 cannons, again the ship is destroyed. Oh, look at that. This time it was a success. They cannot roll 2 cannons. So that is actually pretty awesome. I didn't expect that to happen. So therefore, now I think we also get an additional cube because that was a successful naval battle. And then we can actually move with our army there. So this is 1, and then we take the naval bridge into this space. Pretty cool. And we attack Tunisia. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6 manpower. So we got to roll 6 dice. Okay, that was 1, 2, 3 damage. So basically our mercenaries go away. So now the Poles will declare war against Sweden, I guess. Yeah. So that, and that will trigger a naval battle. So because we have this port here, Stockholm, but they have only a single port in the Baltics, so therefore it's not that bad, because all this area is now controlled by Denmark. So that means I attack. No, I don't have an automatic hit. So let's see. Okay, that's a hit. And I actually wonder if there's a chance I can capture a ship. Let's see. No, there isn't. They fight back, and they also do a hit. So I'm going to lose one of my galleys, but that's okay. That's why they're here. And now the turn ends. But I get a cube back. The French still have a ton of diplomatic cubes. So I really wonder what to do with it. Wait a second, maybe there is actually, okay, is Central Italy, no, Central Italy is not a battleground area, so I thought about maybe subjugating these guys, but that does not help. Do I have something like a royal marriage or something? I do. That's not a bad idea, because if you have a royal marriage with a battleground state, you can actually score points for that. So I might consider playing this card. You know, I think I might actually play this and have a marriage with the Netherlands. I mean, that also takes away some options. I think attacking, well, No, let's do this. I think this is cool. Or maybe I can get an advantage from the decline of the Habsburgs somehow. I think I'm gonna play this card. It's a cheap victory point, and so yeah, let's do this royal marriage with the Netherlands. I mean, if there is something like a disputed succession or something, we might get in trouble. So I'm just gonna place that somewhere here. I think it doesn't really matter. It's the same area. Okay, it's the same opponent. So cool. And then we go to the English, and we now have to, we can now attack New England, and that should be no problem at all. We bring our army from Ireland, so I'm gonna use a cube here. So we're gonna bring the army from Ireland via naval bridge to New England. It's a three guy army, but that's okay, I hope. They only have a single unit to defend. Okay, there we go. This is a hit. The others fight back. The Portuguese. Okay, they also do a hit, but that's all fine. And then we can get, yeah, we can siege these guys, and then we're good. Cool. Now it's the Austrians in Tunisia again, and they will now spend 2 bot power to siege 2 Tunisian provinces. And I'm gonna take, they did pretty good this turn, the Austrians. I'm gonna not take the capital, I think, because I don't want to give it back or something. So I'm gonna take these 2. I think capital doesn't help. I want to keep these 2 provinces. But we might get, I don't know if there will be a non-player invasion, if they're gonna try to get back. I don't, the area, I don't think so, because this is not conquered yet. This is one of the really weird rules. I'm pretty sure only if there are no areas which are basically just partly conquered, like this one here, if there are none of them, then the other areas would try to free a totally conquered area, which is strange. So we would see basically an invasion if I had conquered that, but because I don't, we don't see that. Very odd for me. The Poles will move their army. They got 6 units in there, which is easily enough they have enough ships here. So they move the army to Svealand, which will trigger a battle. And we have actually, this is a non-hostile area. So that means we have 1, 2, oh boy, 3. We got 6 enemies there. Wow, I didn't really realize that. That's pretty tough. No, it's actually 5. This is not a big city. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I think I can deal with these. I got a calf, I got a cannon, so I wonder if I should bring my leader into play, but this guy is not in a good shape and I don't want to lose him. So I don't know. Do I have someone? Well, I might consider, maybe I should bring, I think I'm gonna bring a general into play. I don't want to get too much trouble. I got a lot of cubes, so I will bring, oh, by the way, the English, yeah, I'm gonna bring a general into play here. The English should have gotten their cube back for winning that combat. So I'm gonna play this guy. He brings me 2 additional blue dice. I don't want to take too many risks. So now we can attack. Okay, so that's not too good. I score 3 hits against this army of 5. And the Swedes fight back. And they score only 1 hit, so good for me. And now they have only 2 left. Right, so let's see. Okay, yeah, I think it was a good idea to take that general. He did basically 2 additional damage. We would have gone into more rounds otherwise. So yeah, we destroyed them. And they can still deal 2 damage. And they don't. Oh no, yeah, actually they do. So we take 2 more hits. Not so good. It goes here. So yeah, that was a little bit painful. But in the end, we managed to win the battle, and that gives us back a point. I think the French will explore. They're going to use their naval traditions to do that. So let's see. Get a ship here in the Far East. There's still a lot to find. So that's a 1. And yeah, I think I'm simply going to place a claim in, I don't know, the Moluccas. So, and it's then again the British. They will spend a cube to siege New England. So that means I think it remains a corp. That's kind of interesting. I think I keep this here as a core province and instead simply place this on top. And if that should get liberated, the Portuguese will hold it again. It's a little strange, but okay. So, and then we go to the Austrians again, and they only have 2 cubes left. So, yeah, it's time to pass for them. The Poles, well, they're sitting here in Svealand, so I guess they simply spend a cube and use their cannon to occupy Stockholm and Bergslagen. There we go. The French do another exploration action. That's a 1 again, so they found Timor. Well, do I have a claim left? Not really. You know, I'm going to remove one of these here. I don't think I'm gonna need 2 claims over here. So I'm simply gonna place 1 here, and that will give me now 3 additional colonists. I just have to make sure that I have enough cubes left. Otherwise, it might be actually necessary to build a colony, which, I mean, I probably can do that. I would gain then 1 less colonist, but maybe it's not a bad idea to do this. But first, it's the English. Yeah, they got a ton of cubes left. It's incredible how much cubes they have. Crazy. Why? Why do we have that? Really? I mean, that's weird. So there is not that much that I see that the English can do right now. I think they're going to use some of their diplomacy cubes and go for another exploration. So right now they can only explore here in North America. So they want a 2 or a 3. Actually, even a 2 doesn't help them because they don't have a colony here. That kind of sucks. So maybe I'm gonna do... Yeah, I think I might actually... Do I want to build a colony there? Well, you know why not. Let's do it. I'm going to spend 2... I'm going to spend 3 admin and 1 colonist. And I'm going to build a colony at the Great Lakes. There we go. Poles will play the privateers. That gives them $4. And in addition, they will get even more money from the card. So yeah, it says, okay, I think here, pay 1 military to draw 3 trade cards and select a maritime node on one of these. Activate an opponent's merchant in this node and place a pirate there to collect the income from the top left column on the card. It's a bit tricky, but we got a lot of maritime trade nodes, a lot of different ones. Bordeaux, the English Channel, down here, South Africa, whatever. So I think there is a chance that we can take quite a bit of money from that. And so I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend the military cube because I want money. In the one of my long-term goals is to annex Lithuania. And I need money to do this because then I can do this with a huge diplomatic action and just buy a lot of diplomatic influence. But it's expensive, obviously. So let's see. I'm going to draw 3 cards and hope for a good draw here. So this is already pretty awesome. Silk is the Indian Ocean. Fuck. There's nobody in China and Japan, and there's nobody in the Indian Ocean. That's a shame. And there's also nobody in Aleppo. That sucks. Paper. Well, that would be an option. Champagne. We have someone there. But it's not a C node. Oh, man. Fuck that. And dice. Oh, don't tell me this isn't working. I don't believe that. Well, the Ivory Coast. There is someone there. Okay, that's pretty awesome, actually. So yeah, we can take these dice from the Ivory Coast. That's a C node. And that means we get 16 bucks from that. Wow, that was great. So we're going to place a pirate there. We activate the merchant. And then we get 16 bucks. What a cool action. Really great. Maybe someone else should have done that before. I didn't realize how powerful that card actually was. This is really, really great. And then we got a native uprising. So that means, let's start with the French. They have only a single colony, so these guys will go into a rebellion and we lose a colonist. Then the Spanish, so I guess, I don't know, they're probably simply gonna pick, does it matter? Maybe they don't wanna, Maybe Mississippi. It's hard to tell, right? Let's take Mississippi. So we have unrest there. And then they don't lose a colonist because they don't have one. And the last, well, the English. Well, I guess I'm gonna simply pick the Great Lakes. And I lose my last colonist. That sucks. Okay. That was pretty stupid. I should have used all my colonists instead of yeah, when I built this this colony, I should have used all my colonists instead of leaving one in there just to lose him. But okay, and then the Poles can choose in which way these two Arab kingdoms will expand. So let's do that. So the Persians expanded here underneath this area. So that's not too interesting. The Mamelukes expanded here to Tripoli. And what was interesting is Denmark. They moved here to Timor and basically took that claim, or messed up with the claim here of the French. So that's not great. And then the characters with a heart, or no, with a plus, they will take an illness. So let's see. We got this guy here. This guy here. Wilhelm dies. Oh man. Oh man. That's terrible. The English don't have a ruler. They go in an interregnum. They don't have any cards left. So maybe if they're very lucky, this is not an English card. Oh boy, that's not good. Fuck man, this is terrible for the English. I didn't realize that at all. I completely missed that. Here, they all survive. Oh man. Shit. So the last card that came up was a plague and spread of faith, a pirate, and well, at least no leader will die. But yeah, that was really bad, and the English don't have the time to react. They cannot. If they had, well, they already did their change of focus action, so they could not even pick a guy from here. That was just terrible for them. Very bad. Very, very bad news. Yeah. Well, but they have not passed yet. I didn't realize that. The English have not passed yet. But But yeah, they're fucked. It's so bad. They don't have a card left. Shit. What a mess. Well, at least they can spend a cube to repair this here in the Great Lakes, but this was just stupid. They should have taken care of that event. They should have seen that and then try to get a leader from the discard pile or something. That was just so stupid. But maybe they did their change of focus action already a while ago, before that event showed up. That is possible. I don't know. But I think the privateers were pretty early in the round, so they should have seen that, I guess. Okay, so that was a Polish action. I think the French will try to explore again. Or maybe they want to keep that. No, yeah, they can take this back, I think. I don't know. Or I keep it for the press gangs. Fuck that. I'm gonna explore again. Yeah. Okay, that's a 1. So I'm gonna remove this claim here, and I'm gonna place it here in the Philippines instead. I don't think I have a claim left, but yeah. So I'm gonna take that and I'm simply gonna place it in the Philippines, and I'm gonna leave this colony to Denmark, to the Netherlands. Okay. And I think I'm going to load it up here. We are not quite through the turn. There's still... wait a minute, the Poles did their event. There's still a few things to do, but I think in the next video we'll be able to finish this age. And yeah, hope to see you on the next turn. Bye.